capital from abroad after the introduction of quantitative easing in center economies. Second, you have resilience in terms of the rates, resilience in terms of increase in our remittances. You're looking at 5 to 6% growth perhaps per year. Remittances from our OFWs. And lastly, the business process outsourcing, which has also been experiencing robust growth. You put those three together, right? That created enough conditions for an increase in domestic consumption. Now, but who benefits from increase in domestic consumption? Our friends who control the big malls, right? We know these families are major conglomerate families who have been benefiting from this enhancement in the purchasing capacity of consumers. But nonetheless, if you look at the population of the middle class of the Philippines, people who could be classified as Class C, for instance, uh, brackets, it has not significantly increased. It's precisely because growth is very concentrated. Now, in fact, I would say that growing at 6% for a country as poor as the Philippines with a per capita of less than $3,000 is nothing remarkable. I think we have to be growing at 8 to 10%. Of course, the other factor that also explains why average incomes are not increasing also that much, aside from the fact that our economic growth is very concentrated. Why is it concentrated? Because it's mostly in speculative sectors like real estate and services, low-end services. So look at the people that are employed by SM and Ayala, sales lady, etc. Most of them get very low wages. Most of them do not have permanency and security of tenure. They are basically on contracts that expire just one day before they will qualify for benefits, etc. So this is called contractualization. So this is what's happening. You're creating insecure, low-paying jobs. But of course, the people who control these businesses are making a lot of fat profit margins. But if you really want to improve the country and really create a robust middle class, historically it has been proven, and economists like Danny Roderick and a lot of people, including the Asian Development Bank and World Bank, have been saying the only way for the Philippines to develop a robust middle class and to make sure there's a trickle down of growth and income is you enhance two sectors. In the urban centers, you enhance your manufacturing sector, right? Because manufacturing is what? It provides jobs for people of even low skills. Right? You don't need to be a college graduate in order to manually work and make spare parts for a car. And actually, industries, manufacturing, tend to expand over time thanks to economies of scale, and they tend to provide more jobs over time. So that's a good thing. The other one is agriculture. Many of people who are in the squatter areas and informal sectors, they're escaping rural poverty because of the lack of land reform in the rural areas, lack of investments in irrigations, lack of subsidy, lack of financial system, financing for a lot of poor farmers. Voila, they cannot till their land, they cannot be efficient. Productivity rates per hectare in our farms are way lower than that in Thailand, Vietnam, and other countries where they get more support from the government. So you have rural poverty, and then your manufacturing sector is not doing good. Now, there are multiple reasons why your manufacturing sector is not good, but there are at least two major ones that I can identify. One is electricity rates and utility costs, including water, are extremely high in the Philippines. We have among the most expensive electricity rates on earth. In Asia, we're competing with Australia and Japan.